Thanks for staying with us. We are giving you some hot tourist in your hometown tips today, featuring Frank Lloyd Wright's Martin House. It is one of Buffalo's most treasured attractions, and while you can get a look inside, you typically are not allowed to take pictures unless you take a photography tour. And guess what? There's one coming up this Saturday. Here to talk more about that and some of the other events is Suzanne Badgley. Thanks so much for being here. It's great to see you.
Yes, you too.
And we were just kind of talking, do people know what the Martin House is? We kind of just assume that sure, everybody knows, but for people who may not know, tell us about this estate.
Well, I always say it's deceiving. It's called the Martin House, but it's actually 3 Wright designed homes on a 1.5-acre estate in the beautiful neighborhood of Parkside. We're 2 blocks from the zoo, from the Delaware Park, but we also have 3 connected structures, all designed by Wright, all restored as they were in 1907, which was a wonderful time in the city's history. So we have visitors that come from around the world and also from our own backyard who experience a lot of our standard tours. Well, one of the things that people always want to do is take pictures inside the house. So this Saturday and monthly, always at 9 a.m. when the sun is just rising from the east, coming through some of the art glass windows, a small group of individuals will come together, have a very brief kind of acclimation. A lot of people have, visited prior, so we kind of reacquaint them with the first floor of the house, and then we set them free. And we have had, it's all skill levels, and I think your viewers might be looking at some of the images that, from our most recent tour, some of the participants shared with us, and it's incredible. So it's a really wonderful opportunity to come back. I think that's one of the best things about living here, right? Is we can re-experience everything that we have to offer in terms of art and culture and everything else.
And it's not an extensive tour. That's something people should know. This is kind of, you get to get this rare opportunity to come in and snap some photos, but you're not going to get the full experience that you might if you came for a regular tour.
Right, intentional, because a lot of people have they want to come back. It's almost overwhelming. There's so much to experience, to see, to learn, that it's a wonderful experience. Kind of very quiet and intimate experience to be back in the house and set free, and it's all skill levels. I mean, I walk around with my iPhone. I mean, you don't have to come in as a professional photographer. So again, it offered monthly. So it's a wonderful opportunity.
And anytime people want to come in, I think the thing that's interesting, you can really sort of choose your own adventure, what kind of tour you want to be part of.
Exactly. So, we have some exciting seasonal tours that I love to tell everyone about. It's summer. Not only do we have the 6 buildings to explore, we also have a beautiful Wright design landscape. It was rehabilitated as part of the restoration project. We have a home and garden tour that starts June 3rd. So you'll get some peek in some of the interior spaces. You'll go in the gardener's cottage and see where, the Martins had Wright build a home for their gardener. With art glass and all of the design elements that you would find on a much more, simple scale, but you'll explore the gardens. And we also have a behind-the-scenes tour that's offered on Wednesday evenings. So you'll see some spaces that aren't on any of our other tours. You'll see Darwin Martin's home office. He worked remotely before it was a thing. So a lot of exciting opportunities for people. We're a historic home, and I think for some people, it's kind of intimidating. They're not sure how to experience it. The grounds are always open. We like to say that we're just an extension of Delaware Park. We're a park right in the middle of a beautiful historic neighborhood. Just come. We have tons of Adirondack chairs we put out. Bring your own chair. Bring a picnic. Just come, and this is the community's home. Our house is your house, and the grounds are always open.
It's such a great thing and a great point to make, and let people know that it's, we're part of the neighborhood. Come on in, and welcoming people like that.
And it's a beautiful neighborhood with its own history. We also have a store. We have a beautiful museum store filled with, all kinds of interesting and unique products at all different price points. But it's also in one of the Wright historic buildings. So how cool is that? It's really easy to find. It's open to the public. So always a reason to come. But a lot of opportunities for people too this summer, just to, we're going to have music. I think we were talking about that.
Yeah, Music in Bloom is coming up.
So we don't have all the details yet, but there will be a concert in July on a Saturday evening and a concert in August. So we will, again, it'll be a free activity, and people can come and experience the grounds on a beautiful summer evening. And what better thing to do?
Yeah, it's so wonderful just to hear you talk about it, because it's what an experience for you. That's part of your work, is to be there every day.
It is, and we welcome, one of the things that we do too, welcoming school groups. We had a school group there today, creating Japanese woodblock prints. I mean, it's just thinking about things that we get to do to inspire people of all ages. It's really a blessing. And you know, the community invested in this home, in this estate, and it pays back dividends. We bring people from around the world, but we love all the things that we get to do to bring back your viewers,
right,
in different ways to interpret it, social ways, educational ways, you know, public art that was on the grounds, collaborations with other culturals. So we feel very lucky.
Yeah, and it's right in your backyard. If people do want to learn more, where can they go?
Sure, so martinhouse.org. We have an event calendar, we have a tour page that describes all the things that we do, including a joint tour with Grey Cliff, which is the Wright home for the Martins on Lake Erie. But also they can follow us on social media. We share everything in all of those different channels.
Suzanne Badgley, it's been great to have you on the show. Thanks so much for being here and sharing the Martin House with us. And we've got more coming up on Most Buffalo Today.